Good evening, faculty, administrators, family, friends, distinguished members of the School Board of Directors, Superintendent Mr. Mark Klein, and most especially the class of 2014. My name is Mr. Al Funk, and it is my privilege to serve as the principal of this fine institution. It is an honor to welcome guests and family to our beautiful campus and to our beautiful gymnasium for this commencement exercise. At this time, I would like to introduce Mr. Corey Axler, music teacher and director of the South Vocal Ensemble, accompanied by Mr. John Burns, music teacher and marching band director, to lead us in the singing of our national anthem. Please remain standing after the anthem for a moment of silence. This year, we pause collectively to honor the individual memories each of us holds of that special person we wish could have joined us this evening. Hopefully, our positive thoughts about these individuals, whoever they may be, will reinforce the notion that they are with us in spirit. We pause. Thank you. Please be seated. I would like to take a moment to acknowledge the educators who are with us this evening, who were so instrumental in the journey of success completed by the class of 2014. With the Council Rock teaching staff comprised of elementary, middle, and high school, please rise for acknowledgement. I would also like to thank the class of 2014's grade level principal, Ms. Lynn Cariello, for guiding the class over the last 4 years. Job well done. In a class filled with academic achievers, there are some students who have distinguished themselves at the very highest level of educational excellence, wearing silver medallions and representing the top 10% of the class. With the Council Rock High School South Scholars, please rise for acknowledgement. And wearing gold medallions and representing the top 2% of their class, please join me in saluting our distinguished scholars. Thank you. Life is filled with important milestones. Your first day of kindergarten, your first kiss, your first time driving a car. But high school graduation seems an especially noteworthy milestone. Now, I understand that as a high school principal, I may be a bit partial, but just consider all the rather monumental events occurring right around graduation. For many of you, you just turned, or soon will be turning, 18 years old, the official age of adulthood. That splendid time of increased freedom, coupled with increased responsibility. Many of you will be leaving home for the first time shortly, either to a college or university, the armed services, or maybe even a place of your own. And of course, tonight is the time when you're making official the completion of your kindergarten through 12th grade education. All of this, my friends, makes high school graduation a significant milestone. And just like in Robert Frost's famous poem, graduation is also a time when paths will diverge. This is a time of nervous anticipation and excitement. But class of 2014, remember, you will not walk your chosen road alone. You will take with you a mosaic of the places you have been and the people you have encountered. You will take with you the respect and admiration of this faculty and this administration. And most importantly, you will take with you the love and support of family and friends. My wish for the class of 2014 is simply this: that you continue to share your many gifts and talents with those around you, especially those less fortunate, and that you work each day to uncover your true self, to uncover your true identity, and to uncover your true purpose in life. Aristotle said this: knowing thyself is the beginning of all wisdom. So it is in knowing ourselves that we will come to know the world. Council Rock High School South, class of 2014, congratulations on this fantastic milestone. We are so very proud of you. We will miss you. And though it may sound trite, make it a great life or not. The choice is yours. At this time, it is my great pleasure to introduce the first of three graduation speakers, Joe Johnston, president of the class of 2014. Joe embodies the vitality and spirit of this wonderful class. Next year, Joe will attend Temple University and study finance. Please join me in welcoming Joe Johnston.
The golden hawk, a fearless bird of prey, able to fly among the clouds. This majestic animal symbolizes Council Rock South for good reasons. Its true power will be seen throughout the class of 2014 as we soar to new heights in the years to come. Acrophobia, better known as the fear of heights. That fear is not of falling from these heights, but rather to be afraid to take the risk to explore new horizons. We are here today to conquer that fear and continuously push the limit. Graduation is a time to not only reflect on high school experiences, but to ponder the last 13 years in its entirety. And some of my most vivid memories come from my years in Pee Wee sports. One of my football coaches had a signature motivational phrase: to climb the ladder. Each game symbolized another step on that ladder. During my experience with the team, it seemed as though for every 2 steps up, 1 down quickly followed. Nothing was more frustrating than reaching that championship game for 2 consecutive years and missing that opportunity to succeed. Looking back, it allows us to grow from some of life's most significant lessons. My coach's philosophy is a lesson that stuck with me over the years and can also be related to all of us here today, except for one misconception. Reaching the top of the ladder doesn't mean you finish the mission, but instead that pinnacle leads to a new platform. And that platform allows you to have the opportunity to choose your next path. Today we are taking that last step on the school ladder that we've been securely harnessed to for the past 13 years. So now is the time to rejoice achieving this milestone, but to also anticipate releasing that harness and begin a new, free climbing journey. No matter if it is to expand our academics at a college or university, to protect and serve our country in the utmost fashion, or to enter the workplace, joining the backbone of America, there is a ladder waiting to be taken head on. And even though our heights will vary, we will all be taking that first step together. So as you continue to descend on this new ladder, realize the wind may pick up and your ladder may start to sway. Someone will be standing at the bottom trying to shake you off. You may look down and be in complete fear from how far removed you are from the life you once knew. But no matter what hindrance attempts to interfere with your ultimate goal, realize it's up to you to prove yourself in the competitive world we live in today. Now, my fellow graduates of Council Rock South, class of 2014, take that last step with confidence and dignity. Thank you for entrusting me as your student council president. Therefore, on behalf of the entire student body, I'd like to thank the people who dedicated themselves to our academic success. For your endeavors certainly did not go unnoticed. And to each parent, say thank you is a mere fraction of the gratitude we owe you for the unconditional love and support you give us every day. Good luck, class of 2014, as it is time to soar to new heights. God bless.
Our next graduation speaker will be attending the University of Notre Dame next fall to study economics. Please welcome Stephen Burke.
Are you looking down right now? At your cell phone, maybe scrolling through Instagram or readying a Snapchat? You didn't dare leave your phone at home before you left for this graduation. After all, you should document this milestone on social media because it connects all of us. I'm not here to make you feel ashamed, but only affirm that technology is an integral part of our everyday lives. Texting, tweeting, trolling the web, it's what most of us do every hour of every waking moment. Now, I encourage all of you, for a minute, to look, not down to connect with the virtual universe, but up, into a world you forge through meaningful interpersonal connections. Look up at your classmates, your parents, your teachers. This is your class of 2014. These are the people who have brought you to this moment. This moment has not arrived via the cloud of electronic connectivity. Rather, it is the culmination of a multitude of unique face-to-face connections, some brief and others lasting years, that have made us who we are today. Maybe it was an encouraging word, a helping hand, or a kind greeting in the hallway. These acts of friendship sometimes are the most unforgettable, the most meaningful. Connections form our true character. Just maybe these thoughtful gestures and encouraging words helped us through a bad day, sparked an idea for an essay, or helped us to muster the courage to try out for the sports team or sing in the choir. While we celebrate our class's successes, whether it's been a marching band performance at Giant Stadium, a baseball league championship, or a trip into zero gravity, we must ask ourselves, would these accomplishments have been possible without the support of our peers, our families, and our teachers? Quite simply, the answer is no. They have tirelessly worked with us, helping us in countless ways, such as preparing for the next final exam or that graduation project. They have selflessly given their time to us, listening to us, offering advice as we looked forward to our futures. As our CR South family has touched our lives, let's pass on these small, purposeful gestures we know will lead us to great things. Class of 2014, as we embark upon our separate journeys into the future, let's view today and the rest of our days with the wide-angle lens, a panoramic view. Everyone here should be considered in your future vision. As we've witnessed inside these halls at 2002 Rockway, we're destined to change lives with the consequential little things, our influential actions, and our compassionate words. Leo Buscaglia, author and professor, once said, "Too often we underestimate the power of a touch, A smile, a kind word, a listening ear, an honest compliment, or the smallest act of caring, all of which have the potential to turn a life around. Let's not underestimate our potential to affect others. We relish this final time together as a class, celebrating our relationships with each other. Don't be caught looking down, disconnecting yourself from those who help you shape your life. You will only see the shadows of your true potential. Rather, we should look up, connecting with others in a more profound way, utilizing our talents to impact the world every single day through powerful deeds and, most importantly, a profound humanistic touch. Class of 2014, whichever direction the future takes you, never forget the connections you have made here at CR South. Thank you.
Our final graduation speaker this evening will be studying biology at Wilkes University next year. Please welcome Emily Rose DeAngelis.
I've written over 20 speeches for this occasion, and I'm still at a loss. The problem is, I want to say congratulations and then delve into the meaning of life and all the exciting things to come. But I know it's really on all of our minds tonight, making it on stage without falling on our faces. So I'd like to begin by reassuring you that if I can do it, you can too. But here's the kicker. Perhaps it would behoove you to fall on your face this evening. Look around. Not only would the person to your left or right be there to pick you up, but an entire gymnasium would share in your moment and never forget it. You would be infamous. Graduation represents that last opportunity to stumble and be immediately rescued. After tonight, as we venture off, we know that we are prepared to pick ourselves up and carry on. And although we acknowledge that our loved ones are still nearby, waiting in the wings for help, today marks our first journey into independence. Ernest Dene, in his book, The Art of Thinking, writes that children have to be educated, but they also have to be left to educate themselves. Perhaps the great misperception of a high school education is that learning occurs only in the classroom. However, we're constantly learning more than we realize. For example, I'm standing before you clad in cap and gown, wishing I'd worn different shoes. And that's the hallmark of education. We never stop learning. So tonight I'd like to give you one last lesson from Council Rock South, a preventative crash course on how not to trip and fall after graduation. First and foremost, the internet is forever. Never post anything that you wouldn't want your mother to see, because even if you think she doesn't have technology figured out yet, what do you expect her to be doing in your absence? Always choose your battles wisely. As Sun Tzu writes, he will win who knows when to fight and when not to fight. Avoid mirrors. I've come to find that people don't overanalyze you as much as you might think. Don't let the mirror's reflection become your focus. Moderation is for cowards. As musician Mick Jagger quotes, everything in life worth doing is worth overdoing. Never approach a situation half-heartedly unless you want the outcome to match. Don't be so concerned with what your next line will be. As the Scarecrow says, some people without brains do an awful lot of talking. Always take time to appreciate silence and concentrate on putting more effort into listening than formulating a response. And although I wish us all a world of success, I also hope that each of us fails every now and then. And as we recover, remember the quote by Nelson Mandela that the greatest glory in living lies not in never falling, but in rising every time we fall. Congratulations, class of 2014.
Thank you, Emily. At this time, we will begin the presentation of diplomas. Reading the names of this year's graduating class are Mrs. Susan Gormley, Assistant Principal, and Mr. Charles Cassidy, Assistant Principal.
Distinguished scholars, Sophia Cheng. Claire Chu. Jack Franklin. Samuel Joseph Friedman. Donald J. Holton. Brandon Cole Paycoff. David Rothstein. Catherine Schau. Courtney Lyons Testa. Gabriella Vogely.
Joseph F. Johnston IV, Class President and Commencement Speaker. Daniel Ng, Class Vice President. Alexandra R. Mendez, Class Secretary. Bradley Henry Kaufman, Class Public Relations. Ryan Wagner, SEB President. Dara Rachel Zelt, SEB Vice President. Landon Cohen, SEB Secretary. Akanam Olivia Anakwe, SAB President. Catherine Marcilia Cummings, IU Forum Representative. Anna Ebert, IU Forum Representative. Stephen Thomas Burke, Commencement Speaker. Emily Rose DeAngelis, Commencement Speaker. And now the remaining members of the class of 2014. Justin Pierce Abrams.
Nicole Lenigan.
Max Abrams.
Gabrielle A. Leone.
Rachel Albert.
Eric Lesser.
Jessica Alexander.
Sophia Levin.
Rashid Hassan Akatawna.
Nathan Lewis.
Lauren Alverman.
Erica Lynn.
Ilyana Anapolsky.
Daniel Littleton.
Tyler Anderson.
Colin Lloyd.
Neil Thomas Baczynski.
Alana Lomas.
Rachel Bader.
Charles Patrick Longshore.
Miranda Baranye.
Adler Love.
Anthony Michael Barber.
John McDonald.
Lauren Barrett.
Tyler McDonald.
Paul Andrew Basher.
Taylor Mikowski.
Robert Baumer.
Shane Magran.
James Beaver.
Zachary Magro.
Dominic Beck.
Emily H. McCara.
Lindsay Bellow.
Caitlin Molkowski.
Jeff Bennett.
Austin Mann.
Salvatore Angelo Bergamini.
Telvin Mannett.
Matthew Berger.
Vladislav Marchenko.
Matthew Bergiven.
Noelle Colleen Marchetti.
Emily Morgan Burke.
Danae Marie Marchioni.
Charlie Berman.
Matthew Margolin.
Amanda Besselman.
Tyler J. Marino.
Rishik Bhattacharya.
Daniel J. Markloff.
Elaine Marie Bishop,
John Martin,
Stephen J. Blackman,
Daniel Mortaccio,
Margaret Blackmon,
Jordan L. Mason,
Rena Belavis,
Sean F. Matecki,
Dean Blanc,
Phineas G. Matthew,
Taylor Blessing,
Emily Maurer,
Blair Blumberg,
Mara McColgan,
Michael Boggs,
Tyler McCullough,
Stephen Bollendorf,
Christian George McGill,
Francesca Bonanni,
Thomas Patrick McGovern Jr.,
Haley Bonner,
Lennox T. McGreen,
Mackenzie Joy Bora,
Kyle McGranahan,
Daniel Board,
Sarah McGrath,
Holly Ann Bosworth,
Stephanie McGrath,
Shannon Boyle,
Jenny Grace Francis McGuire,
Kelsey Lee Brady,
Laura McIntyre,
Donnie Coco Brewer,
Sean McKeever,
David Scott Brilliant,
Ryan McEwen,
Jason Michael Brockman,
Kyle McKnight,
Anthony Frank Brown,
Gianna Marie McQueen,
Sydney Brown,
Brooke Mariah McTanney,
Lindsay Brunel,
Andrew Vincent Meehan,
Rebecca Bushnick,
Kristen Nicole Myhofer,
Morgan Buckley,
Mary Elizabeth Melnick,
Jordan Berg,
Maxim Melnick,
Tyler Bergman,
Sydney Nicole Melton,
Brian Butler,
Adam Meltzer,
Andrew Michael Bile,
Michael Mertz,
Ryan J. Byrne,
Brandon Myers,
Michael James Callahan,
Jordan Marissa Middleberg,
Chase Candube,
Max Milgram,
Sean Kaplan,
Aaron Miller,
Brianna Capone,
Jason B. Miller,
Marissa Capariccio,
David Miller,
Andrew Capone,
Scott Miller,
Ryan Carlin,
Christopher E. Miller,
Patrick Castleberry,
Jason Noah Milstein,
Sierra Castro,
Matthew Lewis Minsky,
Joseph Castronuovo,
Scott Mitchell,
Leah Chack,
Jessica Molinari,
Bianca Charnas,
Matthew Ryan Moles,
Michael Chelu,
Ashley Sarah Mooney,
Edward S. Chang,
Kyle Moran,
Nicholas Christodoulou,
Dylan Michael Moyer,
Haley A. Shakonsky,
Marissa Alexandra Moyer,
Rachel Cohen,
Austin Mueller,
Jared M. Cohen,
Summer Lynn Muldowney,
Julia Bess Cohen,
Kelsey Mulheron,
Perry Cohen,
Daniel Moratov,
Caroline Colopy,
Benjamin Murphy,
Sierra Concepcion,
Colin Murphy,
Kayla Concepcion,
Janelle Murray,
Teresa Cook,
Harry Murray,
Brittany N. Coopersmith,
Scott Myers,
Emily Corcoran,
Joey Neary,
Zoe Costello,
Jacqueline Nem,
William Craig,
John Nevin,
Ryan David Crocker,
Cynthia Wynn,
Erica Lee Crozier,
Laurel Wynn,
Michael Thomas Croydon,
Kelly Nicholas,
Harry Culleton,
Alexis Nickel,
Brandon J. Custer,
Charlie O'Connell,
Daniel A. Custrin,
Sean Shibby O'Malley,
Alexa Kuzeman,
Brandon Oliveira,
Alexander D. Amor,
Pasquale Nicholas Odafrio,
Natalie Dalfo,
Christian John Oriente,
Dakota Dene,
Ryan Orlando,
Adam Davis,
Alyssa Palio,
Kyle Davis,
Emilia Christine Palante,
Dalton DeFelice,
Nicholas Palmer,
Jordan A. DeLeo,
Gregory Paprocki,
Rebecca Dembowski,
Christopher J. Parisi,
Justin Nathaniel DeRose,
Thomas Pascarella,
Nicole Morgan DeSanto,
Parth Patel,
Nagisha A. Devala,
Aditi Patil,
Austin Deviney,
Colin Patterson,
Rita Raquel DeBacco,
Kevin Poporovich,
Janice DeBuono,
Gina Isabel Pedersen,
Laura A. DiDonato,
Anthony Perro,
Amber Dietz,
Jessica Petrone,
Taylor Dillon,
Shane Pettit,
Jacqueline Marie DiMarino,
Thomas Pickwell,
Nicole Doherty,
Denise Pinto,
Brianna M. Donahue,
Matthew C. Piorco,
Alexandra Donnelly,
Louis J. Piatti,
Shannon Donnelly,
Carolyn Polizio,
Elijah Donahue,
Vincent Pomisol,
Kristen Donahue,
Anthony Pontarelli,
Ryan Doricott,
Mary Kate Pratico,
Rebecca Doherty,
Eric Pressler,
Kelly Doyle,
Alyssa Pritz,
Ryan Matthew Dreeman,
Samantha Froz,
Victoria Dreyer,
Nicholas T. Puglisi,
Christian Duffy,
Michael Peary,
Kyle Eberhardt,
Michael Quaranto,
Kelsey Edgar.
Eric Kidor.
Patrick R. Emery.
Kathleen Quinn.
Chudi Anagwe.
Claire Quist.
Ilana Lee Epstein.
Allison Randall.
Devin Irvin.
Marissa Alexandra Rappaport.
Connor Evans.
Eric Joseph Raher.
William Facenda.
David Rick.
Kevin Fahey.
Madeline Reef.
Jennifer Feinberg.
Blair Remy.
Marcy Feldman.
Rachel Rempel.
Raymond Fergione.
Teresa Ridings.
Raymond Furkai.
Kara Reel.
Mara Finnegan.
Sarah Reel.
Tabitha Finley.
Thomas C. Reimenschneider.
Brandon Fisher.
Daniel Riley.
Erica Fisher.
Michael Retuper.
Kyle Fitzpatrick.
Jeffrey J. Rizzo Jr.
Kyle Fizell.
Thomas Michael Roman.
Taylor Flanagan.
Claudio Roman III.
Michael A. Flynn.
Kayla Romani.
Lauren Elizabeth Foisey.
Ethan Rose.
Brianna Ford.
Madison Rosen.
Matthew Foreman.
Jordana Rosen.
Lillian Forney.
Gabrielle Liza Rosenfeld.
Shauna Edith Frank.
Jessica Ann Rossi.
Noah R. Frankel.
Jacob Roth.
Juliana Franks.
Matthew Scott Rubin.
Evan Friedman.
Olivia Mary Rubino.
Jeffrey Fries.
Chad Saborin.
Samantha Frizzell.
Amanda Salzman.
Sean Frusco.
Gaetano Charles Sava III.
Amber Golasso.
Timothy Jack Shouts.
Eric Gallo.
Victoria Shelkin.
Jessica Ann Garback.
Kara Shiana DeCola.
Nadia Gartman.
Catherine Shimek.
Joseph Gashevsky.
Jeffrey Shuck.
Justin Gaudette.
Madison Page Schultz.
Erica Gear.
Alexis Page Siegel.
Graham Geiger.
Lauren Rose Shane.
Paul Gelstein.
Bridget Shea.
Annalise Ray George.
Molly Sheehy.
Abigail Simone Gershman.
Mary Margaret Sheehy.
Olivia Rachel Gilbert.
Madeline Shikoff.
Elijah Morgan Glovis Kurtz.
Dylan Shore.
Allie Gold.
Louis Schrager.
Brandon Gold.
Tony Seychelle.
Jacqueline Goldfarb,
Benjamin Seth Silverstein.
Shane Goldfarb,
Kyle Sine.
Justin T. Goldman,
Vincent Smith.
Jacob M. Goodman,
Dennis Smith.
Jessica Goodman,
Megan Smith.
Jacqueline Gorborg,
Colin J. Smith.
Zachary Gorin,
Marissa Snyder.
Yulia Goikman,
Forrester Sumsanith.
Alexandria Jeanette Greisel,
Emily Sorrentino.
Lauren Griffins,
Sarah Spots.
Christina Gregorians,
Jenna Morgan Spivak.
Vincent Gringiri,
Zoe Steinsnyder.
Courtney Gross,
Wesley Stevens.
Jacob Gross,
Bryn Stewart.
William Blatchley Hackett IV,
Andrew Stone.
Ryan Hanley,
Gabriella Storm.
Thomas Hanna,
Zachary Stratton.
Stephen Hanna,
Ian Stratton.
Nicole Hannigan,
Robert Strong.
Abby Harp,
Christian Suggett.
James A. Harrington,
Kirsten Sussin.
Hannah Hartman,
Bridget Therese Sutherland.
David Hahn,
Joseph Swadlow.
Abigail Hoppert,
Jamie Swank.
Alexis Haviland,
Ryan Sweeney.
Angela Healy,
Jonathan Zetto.
Samantha Nicole Helios,
Marissa Taddy.
Jenna Hempel,
Dia Dean Takadine.
Nicholas T. Hessen,
Jordan M. Tannenbaum.
Kathleen M. Herthler,
Andrew Taub.
Olivia Lee Hollister,
Nicholas Taylor.
Vance Hohendricks,
Joseph Titleman.
Eric Horn,
Matthew Terrell.
Antonio Horazaglu,
Alicia Thomas.
Alexis Denise Horsch,
Patrick Thornton.
Alexandra Howe,
Connor Timoney.
John Hrabowski,
Victoria Tiso.
Kelsey Iliano,
Bridget Tobin.
Brad Irvine,
Hannah Tollin.
Mikhail Ivanov,
Andrew James Tomasetti.
Caitlin Jackson,
David James Topham.
Jacob Jaffe,
Thomas Townsend.
Julia Jakubowski,
Michael Trevellis.
Trino Johnson,
Alexandra Trevellis.
Katrina S. Johnston,
Morgan Alexis Turner.
Annalisa Yoki,
Angelica Juliet Turoff.
Brandon Jordan,
Alex Terran.
Sandra Jorick,
Obiora Ufandu.
Nicholas Kaiser,
Brian Ulrich.
Paige Hultenbach,
Jennifer Rose Usolino.
Stephanie Brianna Kaplan,
Alicia Vandenberg.
Daniel Kaplan,
Kara Vidral.
Nicholas David Keck,
Emily Lauren Vinecourt.
David Keebler,
Thomas T. Vo.
Miles Keith,
Rachel Walker.
Morgan A. Kelly,
Matthew Walsh.
Calvin Caton,
Kyle Walter.
Emily Keeler,
Brian Walters.
Emily Kim,
Maura Wandling.
Cassandra Kirk,
Allison Wayner.
Cooper C. Nipmeyer,
Philip Weinberg.
Daniel Cockett,
Ilana Weinstein.
Donald J. Kessler III,
Ariel Wiseman.
Skylar Kahn,
Jacob Welt.
Justin Cole,
James Z. Westhoff.
Katerina Kostick,
Sean Whalen.
Dennis Kalouris,
Aubrey Whitesall.
Kimberly M. Kraft,
Eric Waiter.
Matthew L. Kreft,
Mark Wilkinson.
Alexis Margaret Kremp,
Brandon Williams.
Samantha L. Cronenbitter,
Devin Williams.
Jacqueline Krazak,
Monica Wilson.
Kenneth Kolakowski,
Seth Wilson.
James Joseph Coleman Jr.,
Caroline Ann Wilson.
Julianne Kwiatkowski,
Ryan Winnick.
Ki Kwan,
Jeffrey Wiseman.
Mei Kwong,
Kyle Witkoff.
Connor Alaji,
Christopher Wolk.
Farron Landis,
Michael Wong.
Rachel Lang,
Andrew M. Wright.
Alyssa D. Laufer,
Casey Wright.
Nicole Lawson,
Yuting Shea.
Colin A. Lee,
Nicholas Yarnell.
Jordan Leibowitz,
Erica Yoskowitz.
Kyle Lights,
Taylor Elizabeth Young. Aileen S. Young. Daniel Soptuchny. Christian J. Sustavny. Allison Pan Zhang. Benjamin Randolph Ziff. Robert Zimmerman. Chris Zubrulis. Sarah Elizabeth Zubler.
We are behind. you'll live through the years, through the joy and through the tears. There will always be our navy blue and white, navy blue and white.
Thanks, guys. Great job. Thank you. Please be seated.
Is he a photographer or is he a pianist?
For the presentation of the senior class, I would like to introduce a gentleman who many of you know from his role many years ago as principal of Holland Elementary. Tonight, he stands before you as the superintendent of schools for Council Rock. Ladies and gentlemen, Mr. Mark Klein.
Congratulations, class of 2014. We're all very proud of you. Thank you for hanging in there through the winter that set all kinds of historic records for snow days and the week formerly known as spring break. I didn't do that. It fits, doesn't it? All right, I'm going to yell this out. So my job tonight is simply to do this, to certify to Mrs. Thomas, the president of the Board of School Directors, that the class of 2014 have met all of the requirements that are set forth by the Council Rock School District and the Commonwealth of Pennsylvania. Mrs. Thomas. Go for it, lady.
Having met the requirements as set forth by the Board of Directors of Council Rock School District and the Commonwealth of Pennsylvania, I confer upon each of you a diploma recognizing your graduate status. Please move your tassel from the right side of your cap to the left. I now pronounce you graduates of Council Rock School.
You'll live through the years, through the joy tears. There will always be our navy blue and white, navy blue and white.
Now, my fellow graduates of Council Rock South, class of 2014, take that last step with confidence and dignity. Thank you for entrusting me as your student council president. Therefore, on behalf of the entire student body, I'd like to thank the people who dedicated themselves to our academic success.
Class of 2014, whichever direction the future takes you, never forget the connections you have made here at CR South. Thank you.
Always take time to appreciate silence and concentrate on putting more effort into listening than formulating a response. And although I wish us all a world of success, I also hope that each of us fails every now and then. And as we recover, remember the quote by Nelson Mandela that the greatest glory in living lies not in never falling, but in rising every time we fall. Congratulations, class of 2014.